The Saskatchewan Roughriders are now the Grey Cup champions. We can rejoice here in the province of Saskatchewan. I know Andre hates it, but we're going to have fun here. What's a Grey Cup? We'll explain to our American friend Ed over there in a little bit, but this is Point of View. This is OLE Podcast. This is your favorite Sunday sports stream. I'm Bobby Munson, and let me introduce these two gentlemen. And one right there, right beside me, giving the old thumbs up. You see him here every week. That is Andre C. Andre, how are you doing this week?
I am very tired. I do not feel good. It is a weird-ass morning. I'm depressed about F1 because I missed the race yesterday. Depressed about the Grey Cup last weekend because my Montreal Alouettes lost to Bobby's Saskatchewan Roughriders. So, but and I think my Habs lost last night on top of it all. But I saw an amazing wrestling show last night. I got to work an amazing wrestling show yesterday afternoon. So it's an up and down. Not feeling great, but it's been a good weekend so far.
There you go. There you go. Well, we don't see him here as often as we'd like, but on the other side of me, joining us here this Sunday, it's OLED. Ed, how are you doing today? Thanks for being here.
I'm doing all right. Obviously, I have, as I spoke to you guys before, I have some car repairs to work on, so that will be fun tomorrow, getting that all sorted out before Thanksgiving here in the States. So nobody's going to want to work, and trying to find a place to fix brakes this week is going to be a pain in the ass.
Yuck.
And by the way, Andre, your Montreal Canadiens beat the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Somebody was telling me last night at the show they lost, so I wasn't sure.
They won 5-2.
I was working last night, Peggy. I'm sorry. I was working last night. I also sacrificed my Las Vegas Grand Prix. So leave me alone.
I was going to say I want to talk about the Grand Prix, not about the race. I don't give a shit about the race. I want to talk about a very unique portion of the Grand Prix.
Oh, the ending? Like the winners?
No. I don't care. I don't care about anything about the race itself. I want to talk about how, and I don't know if you any of you guys know this. So with the street course in Las Vegas, they have made it an official crime where they have police surrounding the thing that you can't stop and watch the race without a ticket. There is a couple of unique positions where this doesn't apply because of the fact that it's a place where you're moving, but you're not physically walking. There are certain escalators in Las Vegas that oversee the track, which fans will ride the escalator for hours on end in a circle, and the police are unable to do anything because they're not technically loitering, because they are not stopped in watching the race. The only time at which they are stopped, they are on a moving platform, which isn't against the rules.
And I was hearing stories of people were literally walking the track or walking around, just kept moving just so they didn't have to buy a ticket because the cops can't, even if they're going back and forth, as long as they make enough distance in their walk, they can't be accused of loitering. Like if you're just going like back and forth in a 10-foot radius, that is loitering. You're just loitering at that point. But these people are doing like 100, 200-foot walks back and forth, and the cops can't do fuck all because they technically are not even though they're going back and forth in one area, they're not technically loitering because it's so dumb.
I just love the workaround of people like, look, I'm not stopped. You can't stop me.
Like,
I love the cleverness of it.
I want to understand if you're sitting in these grandstand seats along the tracks, you have to pay. But try to enforce along the Las Vegas Strip. It's literally built on the Strip. One of the biggest tourist destinations in the United States of America, forcing people who are just along the random straightaways and stuff having to purchase tickets, bullshit. I'm sorry. Like I understand if you're charging for grandstand areas and stuff like that, that's fine. But and charging for seating areas, but for people who are just walking on the street, it's a tourist thing. Just leave them the fuck be, man. Like
leave Brittany alone.
I guess so. But yeah, it's stupid.
Oh. Well, there we go.
But speaking of the F1 race, I'll just go over it now since we're talking about it.
Might as well.
I got to watch the highlights this morning just because I was at a show last night and it stopped me from watching the race live, and I'm kind of mad about it because for all the highlights, it was a pretty good goddamn race. So
damn you, RCW, for stopping Andre from watching the race.
No, Love Wrestling. I was at Love Wrestling. That was
okay.
I ended up working at a clandestine wrestling show, so it was a long night. But yeah, Las Vegas Grand Prix. Max Verstappen winning the race, keeping himself just in contention for the championship right now. There's still 2 races. Technically, if you went by just the 2 races, he's not in contention right now. But there also is a sprint race, I think, next week. At the next race, so he's still alive by a slim margin. He still could mathematically be in this, but the other 2 have to do absolutely shit terrible for him to technically win this, which I don't think is happening, even though one of them has really fallen off. But yeah, Max Verstappen winning. And then though after they won, they were all celebrating where they park on the track, and then Terry Crews, actor Terry Crews, drives up in a life-size pink Lego Cadillac to pick the three podium guys up for second and third and take them over to the Bellagio fountain where they have the podium set up. He's driving a full-size Lego Cadillac. It was perfection.
Okay, but if anybody ever pulled up to me and said, we want to pay you money to drive a full-size Lego Cadillac, I'd be like, sign me up. I wouldn't even care how much money was involved. Yeah, you could ask me just to drive said Cadillac, and I'd do that.
I was gonna say, I don't think Terry Crews is being paid for this, because he's probably like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do this. Like, I think it's awesome. Just like I just see it on the race highlights. He's like, is that Terry Crews drive? Because they didn't even identify the driver as Terry Crews. They have to like rewind it back and see the face and like, oh, that's Terry Crews.
All right. Before we go any further, Basser joined us in the chat. Morning, Basser. Thanks for being here on Point of View. And yes, of course, we've got the predictions coming up later today. I haven't seen the Emperor of the chat, the self-proclaimed Emperor Brett, here today to take those predictions. This might be an all Peggy week this time.
STG's probably running scared, doing some laundry.
STG hasn't been able to join us for a while. He's been busy and training with his marathons and everything like that. So we have not seen.
I'll give
STG.
him a card just in his memory. I'll give him his ripped up card in his memory.
In his memory, he's not dead.
He's gone here forever.
He's dead to us.
I don't know.
He showed up. Such thing.
He showed up 2 weeks ago for the PPW episode of Taking Over, where he was there. He was messaging me, bitching and whining we hadn't started the show yet because he wanted to know if El Asesino won the title.
Yeah.
And then I had to take it to a little heart.
Unfortunately for him, he got a rude awakening and found out that wasn't the case.
He did. He did.
All right.
Ed was pissed.
I was not happy. I'm not happy.
I've seen that show. It's awesome.
It's a great show. It's a fucking great show.
I even Bobby mentioned that he sent the video to you for the Taking Over, and I'm like, well, where's my copy of the video?
Sounds like Andre. Hey, I shared something with someone. Where's my copy?
Well, I wanted to see it.
I know. I'm just busting you. Just busting you.
I did like though how I got defended in the comments by the Short Kings after I had some interesting comments about the Short King.
You did.
I was like, no, you don't have to. You don't have to be nice to OLED. They were like, but why? He's fine. I'm sorry.
They just don't get it yet.
Their costume battle royal thing was the most low effort I've ever seen of any costume battle royal. Dressing as each other doesn't count.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does though.
I'll give it almost as little as the guy who dressed as Ryu in a wrestling battle royal.
I give it up to B-Rod and Sheiky though, to come out as Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. That's perfection.
But that was good. They dressed as, one, other people that aren't themselves, and two, they dressed as wrestlers.
But they weren't wrestlers. They weren't wrestlers last year though. Last year they came as Cheech and Chong.
Which they showed up in Edmonton as Cheech and Chong, and they were so over as Cheech and Chong in Edmonton this year.
It was quite hilarious. They pull it off beautifully.
Yeah,
they really do.
What was last year? Wasn't the Short Kings Mario and Luigi?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
The year before that, they were Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Nice. Well, at least last year they've dressed up as a tag team every year.
It's some form of a group, whether or not they're wrestling or not. It's something.
Hey, Mario and Luigi are the ultimate tag team. Come on.
Oh, I mean, they're the OG. They're the OG of video game tag teams, really. So
that's right. Right.
But Ed has a gripe with it being a wrestling thing. But it's just the way we've allowed it to slide over the years.
It was announced by the man at the beginning of the show that it was a wrestling battle royal where they would come out as wrestlers. And then I saw Ryu, and I said, no, that doesn't count.
Actually, in his thing, in his thing, he actually does extend it and go, but that's kind of changed since last year or whatever, because last year is when we officially allowed people to come dressed in whatever. But it's also the first year last year that we allowed it to be a championship opportunity. So the idea is like, okay, it's the wrestlers just dressed up. We're not trying to pull any gimmicky breaking kayfabe shit. Like, they are who they are.
I couldn't listen to Goldberg anymore, so I'm sure I missed a couple of words Goldberg said. So Andre missed this from the review, obviously, because he obviously didn't listen to the review.
I apologize.
The two guys who start the show, I forget, and then Bobby can let me know. I know it's Crash Crimson and the other guy,
Quicksilver.
There we go. They sounded the other guy.
And the other guy.
They sounded like Chris Jericho and Goldberg having a conversation. Because I was working when it was on, and I was just listening. I thought it was Goldberg and Chris Jericho talking.
You know what? Basser actually made a meme the one time. He refers to them as the two old grumpy guys from the Muppet Show that sit in the balcony and everything.
I can totally get that.
Yeah. Okay. He's basically I think I've still got the meme. If I do, I'll share it later or whatever. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But let's talk about, because we got lots of football to talk about, of course. Let's quickly give Ed an idea. The Grey Cup. The Grey Cup is Canada's cup. This is our main cup for the very few teams that we have out here.
The oldest championship in North American style football.
It could be true.
It's older than the Super Bowl. It's older than the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
It actually, since 1909, actually.
100, it's like 115 years now or something like that.
Yeah. It's now keep in mind that there was pauses and stuff like that due to wars in the world and stuff like that. So it's not like this was like one every single time, but yes, the Grey Cup, which was won by the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and I believe this was only the 5th time in their history under the moniker of the Saskatchewan Roughriders. I mean, people need to understand that they were once the Regina Roughriders back in the early 1900s. So as the Saskatchewan Roughriders, only the 5th time, I believe, that we have won the cup itself. We ended up beating the Montreal Alouettes, which I know broke Andre's heart, especially with Montreal. Montreal were leading going into that last quarter there too. It was a good opportunity for them to take it, but Saskatchewan bound together and held back. It's been a long, hard road for them. It's been 13 years in the making to get back to this position, to get there, to be able to take the title.
It's been 13 years since the 13th.
Yeah, it's 13 years.
They're no longer
the
cursed by a 13th man.
Yeah, they broke the 13th man curse. So Ed, maybe don't know this, but the last time the Riders made it to the Grey Cup final, they were right near the end. They had things in their way, about to win the title, and they accidentally fielded a 13th man on the pitch, and they ended up getting the call, pulled back, allowing the opposition to score another point, which won the game and cost the Riders the football match.
It was literally on, I think, a field goal that missed, but they were penalized with a 13-man right at the end of the game. So the kick was redone, and the kicker got a second chance and won it in the second chance. Losing to Edmonton, losing to the Edmonton at the time Eskimos.
Yeah, and ever since then, Edmonton's never bounced back either. But Saskatchewan definitely did. We had the celebration parade held in our capital of Regina. Now, this didn't come without its little bit of controversy because apparently we got a little bit of crybabies here in Saskatchewan all of a sudden. So we finally win a championship. You've got all these full-grown ass men celebrating a championship win, and what happens? A few upset parents called the Riders Association. They're like, we're a little disappointed. Your guys are supposed to be good influences on the children, and they were drinking champagne and beer and smoking cigars at a celebration for a sports victory. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're mad because full-grown ass men drink and smoke cigars when they're not playing football? Oh my goodness, these people need to get themselves a better life because that is seriously terrible. And then the other controversy came from the coach of the Riders because he was so passionate about this. He gets up in front of everybody and was like, so how about your motherfucking Rough Riders? He says out loud. And so the complaints come in about him dropping the F-bomb. Like, man, coach is excited. We should be excited that he is that thrilled that they were able to get this far. Like, what point do people come to these things and expect these guys to be, it's not like they were out there, beating people up and causing mayhem. They were celebrating a long victory. This is something that hasn't happened in 13 years. They were excited. What would somebody think? What would somebody think of the children? Love it. Great reference.
I just imagine Helen Lovejoy there just getting angry.
Be careful. Sarah Stock will get out there, man. I'm telling you.
I keep thinking to myself that Peggy and I might be the two most seasoned Simpsons reference people here on the channel.
I like Simpsons.
I didn't say you didn't like it. But,
I just finished the whole rewatch of the entire series.
I like the Simpsons when they were good.
I just watched everything.
That's what everybody says who hasn't watched any bit of it in the last, how long?
10 years.
Don't get me wrong. There's some bad stuff in the last 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Simpsons, but there are some nuggets of greatness in there. There is. From a couple of seasons ago, there was one where Homer became a conspiracy theorist to find a turtle. It's genius. It's freaking genius.
The first episode of the last season that they called finale, and the idea was they were ending The Simpsons, but they were going to have AI write the entire episode. Bart was finally going to turn 11 years old, and he wanted to resist against all of it. So he fights the AI to resist the finale and everything. That was an epic episode. It was so good. That was about the best they have been in who knows how long. Top of the game right there.
They hyped Danny DeVito coming back for the first time since season 3, I think, when he last played Unky Herb, for one line of "Do it for Unky Herb." That's all he said. They hyped this up like Danny DeVito's coming back for the season premiere of The Simpsons and all that, and he says one line: "Do it for Unky Herb." I was so pissed off. From that, I love Unky Herb. I was just like, you're kidding me.
Oh no! Oh no!
The Emperor
is here. He's warned us that he has made it. We've rambled so long. We gave him chance.
We were
also, I just want to say something really fun because I have a semi-personal connection to The Simpsons. My music teacher in elementary school, her son was one of the designers on The Simpsons. And many of the buildings in The Simpsons are based off of places in my hometown.
Oh, fantastic. That's cool.
Yeah. I'll send you guys the article later.
So what inspired Moe's Tavern?
Nothing. That one's not one of them.
every dive bar in every town.
It's what he says. It's not one of them. Yeah, sure.
The ones that we know of for sure is the elementary school, I believe, is the Chelmsford, Massachusetts is where I'm originally from. The elementary school is the public library. That's fine. I don't live there anymore, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, we're good. Your mom, you might have family there.
And if you notice an overabundance of references to Canada, especially in particular mentions of Saskatoon, Regina, things like that in The Simpsons, it's because Matt Groening's father actually originally was from Saskatchewan, hence the ties that Matt Groening has back to us here and why he uses so many references to it within The Simpsons.
Yeah, when Homer's watching or watching sports and it comes up as it's watching the CFL.
Yeah, it's the Saskatchewan Roughriders taking on the Ottawa Roughriders. I mean,
which is true.
You only get the reference if you're Canadian and you understand the history of the Grey Cup and the teams that have played.
Zesties. Okay, I can see the school for sure. Zesties mainly just the name. Town Hall, the City Hall, and the school for sure. 100%. I will give it those two. Yeah, those are pretty damn close. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Looks about right.
I was like, that's a weird angle for a camera for a setup. Weird.
Yeah. Well, when was the last time we had 3? I like that Ed's got the coin flip ready to go for when we get to the predictions.
Yay! I don't have to coin flip.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Brett probably wants me to coin flip, being that I've been giving him wins, which means he's been the reason they've been losing.
It's fine. Just before we even get to that, just technically no, it's not far from that general area if you look at the clues closely. But there's a Springfield in a lot of different places in
that's why they should that. By the way, that officially that's why that name was chosen, is that there's a Springfield in so many places in the United States that people can all kind of feel like it's about them.
Yeah, the way to break it down though, like you can break it down by the clues throughout the series, right? Like the places they've been to that aren't the same state as them. The fact that they get snow should be a big hint to kind of the general area, like, where the Simpsons is. And, the clues are there. You just have to follow them close enough to be able to, find out truly where Springfield is supposed to be located.
I mean, hell, the movie, the movie listed 4 different places, 4 different states that are in 4 different parts of the country of where Springfield is located.
Yeah,
because I believe they said it was Washington. It was because the ones they listed basically were saying like Springfield is one of these places, was like Oregon, Kansas, Massachusetts, and something else. I forget what the last one was, but it's in the movie. And by the way, there's a new Simpsons movie coming, which is just great.
20 years later, 20 years in the making. Best part is that the first thing that Bart wrote on the chalkboard in the season 19 opener was, "We will not wait 20 more years to make another Simpsons movie." Sure,
and then they waited 20 more years. Well, they waited 19 years to announce that they were making.
They aren't. No,
it'll be out before the 20 years.
Just under 19 years. It'll be just under 20 years.
I thought it was 20 years to the date just well. I thought that they were trying to aim for exactly 20 years later.
It's iffy. It depends on a couple of things.
All right, fair enough. Either way, I'll still be there day one. I'm not gonna lie about that, but not much to report on the end of the other kind of footy to speak. It is back to Premier League action this week. The real shocker of the weekend is that Forest beat Liverpool 3-0. That one was quite entertaining. But other than that, Manchester United plays Everton tomorrow afternoon, so I will have more updates on that. United currently sit 10th in the Premier League table, but one win tomorrow against Everton will leap them a lot higher up that table. So more on that next weekend. How about we get to some NFL football? The stuff that Brett is claiming is the good football league, not the reject football league. The one that has all the star professional wrestlers of tomorrow playing in it all the time. The CFL. We'll talk about the NFL because apparently that's the better version. So I'm told.
It is.
All right. This is the first week where I don't have to read off mine and Ed's answers in quite some time. So. But mine are already filled out. Let's get to it. We're starting with game number 1. It's the Steelers going up against the Bears. I'm going to take the Bears in this one.
Bears.
Do I go different?
Yes, you do. You need to go different at least 5 or 6 times this week.
Bears.
And be wrong.
Yeah, and be wrong. Yeah, that's true.
Because I've gone against you guys and I've been right.
By the way, we don't have the little sheet to know. Yeah.
Hold on. Before we keep picking, let's go over the point totals. Let's do this. So last week point totals, I was at 96, Bobby at 91, Ed at 89, and the viewers at 85. This week, I'm at 106, Bobby at 101, Ed right behind him at 100, and the viewers way back in the pack at 93.
Had it not been for the Dallas Cowboys, Ed and I would have been level this week.
That is very true. Oh,
Heads is we had to flip it. I was gonna say heads is gonna be Brett, and then everybody else is going to be tails, but we'll flip it again.
Yeah.
I didn't do that ahead of time.
I'll flip it again just because you didn't. Yeah.
All right, it still comes out tails. Peggy wins.
Yep.
Peggy wins. Peggy wins. Peggy wins.
Shocker. Peggy wins.
Oh, Brett was getting the coin flips in his favor last week.
He did.
Was he?
Brett had an overall been coin flip win last week. I used the same website for mine, so.
No, I know.
All right. Next up, we got the Patriots taking on the Bengals. I've taken the Patriots this one.
Patriots.
Drake May.
I've been watching so much. I've been watching so much Transformer Brand. Drake May. All he says is Drake May. So good. And that dude's a huge Patriots fan too. On top of it, also
he is. He really is a big Pats fan.
I think he's from that He's from that area. So yeah,
he might be. Yeah.
We need the coin again.
Brett and the viewers are losing a point.
They are.
Oh wow, you picked Joe Flacco and the Bengals. That is not a good choice. That's just not.
He just wants the coin flip every time, doesn't he?
And then
I can't wait to next season where we have 5 different things where we have me, Andre, Bobby, and then the viewers, and then the coin.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, the coin is its own entity. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
For the viewers, I'm making you specific avatars for each one of you. I'm going to make specific avatars.
Oh, we're going fancy. Oh, we're taking it to like a whole new level next season then. Like, no, we're getting fancy.
Well, no, when we put up the picture, like there's the pictures of each of us, right? That's what I mean. So I'm gonna make little logo avatars for each of the viewers that have their own pick. Like STG, I'm gonna make one for him. Probably gonna be somebody running or something. Brett, I gotta do something with an emperor, I guess, or just make him a jester because it's the opposite of an emperor. And Peggy, gotta make something glorious. Gotta make something glorious for Peggy. Well, we can just put Peggy's picture on too, because we do have her photos.
We do.
We do
have a picture of Peggy.
Yeah.
Oh, put the Marvel Talk logo for her.
There you go. All right. Well, let's find out who everybody's gonna pick when it's the Giants taking on the Lions. I'm taking the Lions.
What's the other matchup? The Lions and
Giants and the Lions.
Jackson darts out though. Darts out. I'm going
Lions.
Yeah.
I was like, could I pick the could I pick the Giants? No, I can't pick the Giants.
Oh, they're in agreement.
No coin flip. Lions. Lions across the board.
Brett not willing to lose another point and blame it on other people. All right. We got the Vikings taking on the Packers. I've gone with the Packers in this one.
That's good. I gotta look at something.
Oh, Ed, you're muted.
That is certainly somebody to be reincarnated as.
Who's he? Who's
Muammar Gaddafi, the guy who ran Syria, if I remember correctly.
Oh God,
was the dictator who ran Syria.
I'm gonna be different. I'm going Vikings.
You're going Vikings, okay.
I'm gonna go insane here.
We're using the coin to figure out what I pick. Heads is the Vikings, tails is the Packers.
Oh, this is a different way.
Ed. Come with me, Ed.
Packers it is.
I'm all alone today. I'm all alone in this one.
Trust me, I would love to go with you on some of these, but
it's a very close division. That's the thing, because they're like the Vikings are 4-6, Packers are 6-3. It's a close division right now. That could be like, so. That's why I'm not worried about picking Vikings here. It's a really close division.
I'm sorry. I got my Gulf area dictators wrong. It was Libya, not Syria. I apologize to all of the people.
Back to school with you, Ed.
I'm an American.
Yeah.
We don't learn about the world. You
How did you
understand? We
not
learn about
know
the
that,
United States.
Ed?
Well,
Did you know that, Ed?
Do you know how I learned about English history? I listened to a book series called it's the Chronicles of
Harry
St.
Potter.
Mary's. No, Chronicle of St.
No.
Mary's, where they're time traveling historians, and most of the history in that is British history, and that's how I learned about more British history than anything else, because U.S. schools don't teach it.
I learned
We're gonna
in a class called social studies.
due to what
We
you
have
just
that, but
due to what you said, Ed, I'm going to pop the Simpsons fans one more time and reference this. It took the kids over an hour to discover where Canada was on a map, to which Homer replies, Marge, anyone could miss Canada tucked away down there.
I mean, it's true. Everybody could miss Canada. It's not important.
All right. Well, what we're not going to miss is our picks in the Seahawks taking on the Titans. I've selected the Seahawks.
Yeah. Fuck Seahawks. Like,
Seahawks. Seahawks. The Titans are terrible.
That's kind of how I felt when this selection. It's like, no, I don't want to pick the Seahawks, but I have to.
Hey, they agree.
The chat agrees too.
Oh, we got a Twitch bot. Yay, Twitch bot.
Yay, thanks for Twitch bot. Keep us tabbed, Twitch bot. And go fuck yourself. Up next, we got the Colts taking on the Chiefs. I've selected the Chiefs in this one.
Colts.
Let's run over these goddamn Chiefs.
I do want to talk about how funny it is that the Colts fans are mad that they're finally good again, and it's in the same year that the Patriots are good again.
Chiefs and Colts. Colts and Chiefs. We need the coin.
All right. Remember, so heads is
tails, Brett.
No, other way around.
No, it was today's heads, Brett. Tails, Peggy.
Tails, Peggy.
All right.
Peggy wins.
Peggy wins lol. She's John Cena now.
All right, we got the Jets versus the Ravens next. I've taken the Ravens.
Doesn't matter who it is. I'm taking whoever's playing against the Jets.
Yeah, Ravens.
All right.
This chat feels
no, hold on. You say that, Ed, but what if it was the Saints taking on the Jets?
I'd still, for the fact that I need points, pick the Saints. Because the Jets are that. Look, there could be a college football team playing the Jets, and I pick the college football team.
But the Jets have 2 wins this year, man.
Yeah,
it could be a Canadian football team, and I.
No, hold on. Let's not go that far.
Okay. Before we go any further, Jets versus Browns. Who do you pick?
I believe I picked the Browns in that matchup when it happened like 2 weeks ago.
Because the Browns lost that game.
I know I was wrong on that one, but I believe I did pick the Browns in that one because you never pick the Jets.
I have the same theory when it comes to the Saints, but that's also personal.
I was gonna say that's very personal reason, and I approve. I approve. At this point, I need points.
We respect that reason. That reason.
All right. Oh, well, speaking of the Browns, we got the Browns taking on the Raiders next.
This is
Shedeur Sanders' first NFL start. Shedeur Sanders' first NFL start.
I picked the Browns on this one, just so you know.
By the way, if the Browns have 3 more quarterbacks in the last, I want to say like 20 plus years, they'll have had more quarterbacks play for them under center than U.S. presidents.
See, look, Peggy's on board
with the Browns.
I'm gonna take a flyer on this one. I'm gonna go Raiders on this one.
Okay.
All right.
They're both shitty teams. That's the thing.
They are.
Doing shit teams,
yep.
So.
All right, Browns it is.
All right.
It's like this is a coin flip game. It doesn't. It's just like who. I'm picking the Browns because I'm just hoping Shadur has a game. Like, that's kind of my pick here, is that Shadur has a game.
All right. Well, do we have a
the
game
Browns
when it
go
comes?
Code Brown every week, man. Fuck, Code Brown every week.
Hey, Andre, you going to stick to your team here? We got the Jags taking on the Cardinals in the next one. And I picked the Jags. Hey, look at this.
Look, I return, and so does STG.
Oh,
it's like you guys are in cahoots or something.
Dude,
STG.
I put your broken up for you earlier in remembrance of STG.
The memorial sign for STG is Andre basically played it off that he had died. That fucking emo,
but
man.
Just so STG knows, your Seahawks got selected by the viewers this week, just so you're aware. And it got selected by all of us reluctantly, but that's just the way some of these games go.
Oh, we won't the coin flip anymore if SCG's here.
We can have the coin flip broken. We'll see what goes down.
Hopefully.
I mean, I can ban STG just for the hell of it.
No, he's our boy.
He hasn't been back in a while. We're gonna give him a grace period here to join us back on Sundays.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right, Jags and the Cardinals. I got the
Jags.
Jags on this one.
Cardinals.
AEW Jags.
I'm going Cardinals. Gotta do it.
Yeah, thank you for picking them, Andre, because that gives me a chance to have some hope of catching up, maybe.
You're welcome. We got the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals by 2-1 here.
Yeah, Cardinals it is.
I'm not alone.
Look at that. The Emperor and the Empress getting along to come up with the choice.
I love how this is the first time Andre's put that two things together. Seemingly, like you said that, and Andre's like, "Oh my god, that's true."
No, I'm just excited that the Emperor and the Empress are teaming up to hold somebody down.
That's typically what emperors and empresses do. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we got the Eagles taking on the Cowboys. I've picked the Eagles.
Cowboys.
Eagles.
I know who Brett won't pick in this game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It all comes down to Peggy. I know who she's picking.
Eagles.
Yeah,
she's a huge Eagles fan. So
she is.
So,
and we know Brett will never pick the Cowboys. So, All right. Next up, we got the Falcons taking on the Saints. We know who I've picked.
Give me the Saints. Fucking suck. They won't run the ball with Bijan.
And Penix is out now, so you have Kirk Cousins coming back in. This is tough. I even though I still think they're down their quarterback, I'm going with the Falcons. Fuck the Saints.
Maybe now that Penix is out, they'll run the ball with Bijan, and my fantasy team will rebound. After I lost by 0.3 points last week.
You got screwed like I did.
0.3.
0.3.
0.3.
So good. That was so good.
Yeah, the only two games I've lost in fantasy so far are to mid to bottom
the viewers
level
take
teams.
The Falcons 2-1 for the Falcons for the viewers. Screw you, SVG.
I've never seen this much unison between the Emperor and the Empress in this thing before.
Yeah, I lost by 0.2 points, Ed. So don't feel bad. You had a bigger margin of loss than I did. Yeah, 0.2, Andre. Yeah, thanks. Makes me feel good.
All right. Up next, we got the Buccaneers taking on the Rams. I've selected the Rams in this one.
Bucks Rams.
Yeah, the Rams are good this year. Give me the Rams. I want to pick against Andre so I can get more points back, but if Andre picks good teams, it's hard to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the viewers have decided no matter what Brett decides to go with, but I'm kind of curious. So,
we have
3 out of 3 on that one.
Unison.
Damn.
And we have extra
Wow.
games this week, ladies and gentlemen, because we have the Thanksgiving game to pick.
And
the Black Friday game to pick. Yeah. So
the Amazon Black Friday game. The Amazon Black Friday game.
Yeah. That I won't get to watch.
Why? You can? Do you not have Amazon?
Daytime game?
Yeah. No, it's a nighttime game.
Is this not something? Is this not something also that'll like be available on replay because it's Amazon Prime?
They never replay the football games. I don't think.
Netflix doesn't either on Christmas. There's no replay on them.
Son of a bitch. Okay, because I know the Commanders are playing on Christmas, and I kind of wanted to watch that, but whatever. I'll just. You know what? I don't care. I'll just put it on anyway at my mother-in-law's house. So,
there you go.
No, nobody else knows how to control the TV there.
Now. You'd be like, I'm a football fan now.
Shut up, you guys roped me in. All right, next game. We got Panthers taking on the 49ers. I've selected the Panthers in this one.
Give me the 49ers, please.
This is actually a tough pick here for me.
It's going to be close.
I'm going to go Panthers.
And by the way, Andre,
Peggy? I'll come down to
3
Peggy.
o'clock. 3 o'clock Eastern, by the way, Andre, for the Friday game.
The Black Friday game?
Yeah.
So that's 1 p.m. my time. I'll be at work. We don't get days off during that week like you did. You do. I had my week off in
I'm working Friday.
Okay, no, but like we don't get the Thanksgiving day off, so I'll miss all those games too. It's the 49ers.
Brett loses again. All right. Well, speaking of American Thanksgiving and Andre's dislike of the fact that he doesn't also get that one off as a statutory holiday to watch football on, here are the games that we'll be selecting from. First, we got the Packers taking on the Lions. I've taken the Packers in this one.
Packers.
Lions.
Ed for the Packers. Where are we going, viewers?
I do indeed work from home. So this is in reference to this week's Taking Over, where I talked about how I was watching the show from like while I was working, and how I stopped working for like 25 minutes to watch a particular match on the show.
Oh, look, we got the Lions for the chat this time.
They're ganging up on Peggy now. This isn't fair. Peggy getting ganged up on.
Yeah, there must be
Peggy's vote counts for 2.
Then we have to go
to
the
coin. So it's a coin.
No.
All right. Next, we got the Chiefs taking on the Cowboys. I've taken the Chiefs in this one.
Chiefs.
Can I pick the Cowboys over the Chiefs?
You could. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to get a point. Then again, picking the Chiefs doesn't necessarily guarantee you a point either. So it's up to you.
Especially not this year.
Yeah, 500 team like the Chiefs. Yeah. Oh, well, the chat's going Chiefs.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to be rogue. I'm going to go Cowboys. Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Ed's picking the Cowboys twice this week. Damn.
Yeah,
I feel dirty.
It is Thanksgiving. Miracles happen. Oh,
I mean, it's the wrong holiday for miracles.
So I was gonna say Thanksgiving miracle.
Yeah.
That's
when miracles happen.
That typically goes to Christmas, but we'll give it for Thanksgiving too. I guess.
I love it. That's the new thing. Someone clipped that. Yeah, the Thanksgiving miracle.
No, I think that was in reference to the "I feel dirty" that I picked the Chiefs.
Or that. Okay. I mean, both are clippable moments for sure.
It's a Thanksgiving miracle.
All right. Is there going to be a Thanksgiving miracle in the Bengals versus the Ravens? I don't know, but I picked the Ravens.
No, Ravens.
Ravens. The Bengals are a shit show.
Yes,
that is going to be a fucking murder.
Yeah, you're right. Isn't it? Oh, no, that's a group of crows that's called a murder, not Ravens.
I was going to say, Ray Lewis doesn't play for the Ravens anymore. We can't talk about that anymore.
Oh,
Emperor
look,
and Empress, get them, pick us the Ravens.
Yeah. They saved the team a point by doing that too. STG was trying to sabotage there by the looks of it. All right, last game this week. We got the Black Friday game. It's the Bears taking on the Eagles. I've taken the Eagles in this one.
Give me the Bears. They're the number one team in the NFC West, NFC North. Give me the Bears.
All right.
I'm gonna go. No, don't put that. Don't put that there. I'm going Eagles, buddy.
Oh yeah. Here. Oops, sorry. I put it in the wrong spot.
I'm literally looking at him update the spreadsheet.
I was gonna say, I love how Andre does this show with like his eyes on the spreadsheet, and I just assume that everything gets done right. I've never once seen the spreadsheet.
I'm looking just because I'm looking at which games are coming up. That's kind of so I can I switch between that and the standings to make sure I kind of have a good mix.
That's why I made the joke that while I was keeping score of all this throughout the season for us, I was in the lead, and as soon as Andre took over, he conquered and took over the lead. So
that's so what you're all saying is that I'm the best and y'all are just cheating. Got it. I'm the best and y'all are just cheating.
Or maybe it's the viewers. Maybe it's the viewers. Maybe they're the best.
No, they're certainly not the best because they have to resort to corn flips, and we all know that that's not going to work.
All right. I should probably check what they were picking here. Oh, they went on Eagles. Okay. Eagles.
When we all lose to the coin next season, it's going to be a sad day.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Also, STG, when I'm defending Ed, it's a problem.
Yeah, you're hit the nail on the head right there, my friend. But that's the NFL predictions for this week. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Can't wait to watch it. Anything else you guys got in the world of sports here today that you want to chat about? No, Andre doesn't want to talk about Montreal losing more sports or anything like that.
No, because they won last night. I was wrong. Somebody gave me misinformation last night.
I think my Bruins suck. Let me just
be a better fan then.
Or I just misunderstood what they were saying. It's very possible.
That's all good. No, I will. I'll get to this part then. How about I do this? Pop Andre's banner up on the screen. He's going to tell everybody where he can be found next and where you can reach out to him. And yes, we did talk about F1 already, sir.
Yes, that was right off the hop. Yeah, you can find me on X and Blue Sky at That Canada Guy, Instagram and Threads at That Canada. You can find me over on Backbreaker Media right here on YouTube, where you can find myself and my co-host AWS doing our show, The Pop Spot, where we pop about all the spots we love in local independent professional wrestling. And I will be talking more some Love Pro Wrestling tomorrow. Will be coming out on Backbreaker Video. We'll be talking Love Wrestling and the Love Wrestling X Clandestine Wrestling Society show, which I got to ring announce, which was super exciting. That was an afternoon show yesterday, and then we saw the evening show of LBW's Revolution Rumble. That will all be talked about on the next edition of the Pop Spot. You can check that out, and I will be back here next Sunday for more point of view.
Yeah, and before we flip over to Ed's, you're mad at Liverpool. Why? Because now they're the new Manchester United of this season. They
lost to the trees.
Because they lose to everybody. They can't win a game to save their lives. It's hilarious. It's what they deserve, fucking Scousers. Anyway, before I get started on that and we go too far into this, Ed, why don't you tell the people what you got coming up and where they can find you next?
So you can catch me on Taking Over this Tuesday as we go back to the independent scene, and we're back in New England again as we're going to Rehoboth, Massachusetts, a town that I don't even know where this is. But this show is the return of Fight Life Pro after they took a portion of the year off for some issues. But they are back, and it's a banger show, including Gangrel on the show. So I'm super excited because I never thought I'd get the chance to talk about Gangrel on this show. We've also got people like Sammy Diaz, Ichiban, Mortar, Richard Holiday in the main event against JT Dunn. All kinds of fantastic matches on this show. It's going to be, it might be near Brockton. Who the fuck knows? That's probably why I don't know where it is, because if it's near Brockton, I sure as hell have never been there. But this was a show that I was planning on going to, but money got tight and I wasn't able to make that show. But the November 2nd show, Halloween weekend, it's going to be a fun show. I'm very excited to talk about it. Yeah. So you can join me and potentially Miss Astrid if she decides that, She doesn't need the entire day to celebrate her mother's birthday. So, happy birthday, Mama Astrid.
Wow, that's some shade right there.
Oh, you missed the last 5 minutes of the again. We know Andre doesn't watch the product because he obviously didn't miss the last 5 minutes of the show where me, STG, and Astrid were going on and on about this. And you can find me on all the social media crap down below.
Maybe I just don't like watching you, Ed. That's the problem.
You're probably true. I know that for certain.
And yeah, I've been running a successful show with him for how many years now? Anyways,
I like being on screen with him. I just don't like watching him.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I understand. I get that. Trust me, I don't want to be on screen with me. Trust me,
No, I want to be on screen with you. I just don't want to watch you afterwards.
There's only so much you can handle. As for myself, Bobby Munson, there's my credentials down below. You can find me on all social media. For what I got coming up next, this Thursday, I'll be joined by Papa Smokes and OLED for Thanksgiving festivities. We will be on screen with Ring Respect Radio talking about Chaotic Wrestling's Breaking Point 2025. Great show. Can't wait to discuss that one. And of course,
All-Out Ladder War.
All-Out Ladder War. It was All-Out Ladder War. Trust me, and I don't want to ruin anything for anybody because I know Ed hasn't quite watched it just yet, and I just about ruined it for him yesterday in the chat, so I'm not going to do so again. But yes, we will be able to talk very openly about everything that went down at that show this coming Thursday night. You can also find myself and Papa Smokes over at Prairie Pro Wrestling's YouTube channel every Sunday with a new matchup from our vaults, and sometimes I accidentally release two on the same day like I did this weekend, which means I got to make sure that we record some stuff on Thursday to make sure I got more content ready for y'all. And aside from that, back here next Sunday with with Andre and possibly Ed, depending on his schedule, for more point of view. But we want to thank everybody in the chat for being with us here today. If you're watching on replay and we've given you some form of entertainment, I ask you to go ahead, click the subscribe button down below, give the video a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, leave us comments in the comment section below. What's your favorite sport? Who's your favorite team? What do you want more of here right on Point of View every single Sunday? It's great to see you back, STG. Love having you here as always, my friend. Thank you very much.
Love is a strong word. We enjoy having him back. Let's just stick with that.
Well, I appreciate you, brother. I know we throw jibes at each other, but I appreciate you either way. And as well as Peggy, Emperor Brett, appreciate you both. Ambassador dropping in here as well today. So thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We will see you in 1 week's time. Take care.